Alright, so when you're done with your sketching, it's time to start applying watercolor. So let's apply the first light wash on skin tone using a brush number 6. I picked raw sienna as it's an Asian kid, and while adding next layers, the face will get more tan. By the way, you can see all the names of the watercolor set in a document attached to this course. And also, if you decide to use palette, make sure that the space where you mix your colors on your palette is clean before mixing a batch of skin colors. And also, a small tip, if you use palette or you want to use palette, normally I take not the plastic one, but I actually take the piece of paper, which is the same paper I'm painting on, and I mix color there because, well, that makes more sense, as you can see how the color change when they're mixed and exactly on the same paper as you're using. So I pick up some raw sienna and I drop the wet paint on the edge of the face, and I kind of build this color up and move it up so you don't really see the rough edges and the color blends smoothly. I add a light ultramarine blue to create a shadow. Yes, blue. Because by mixing two paints, I will receive the feeling of a natural shadow, as I never used black color, black paint, or in a very rare occasions. So for me, the blue color is kind of replacement of the shadow, especially when they mix with the other colors that we used before. Few words about layering. Watercolor is transparent, and that means that when you add a new layer, the first one will be still visible and shine through new layers. That's why to create volume and depth, we apply few layers and build the color up. Continue dropping some wet paint. This time I used the pink color. It can be any pink from your palette. As you can see, I'm building up the tones, the colors, and I'm adding the same burnt sienna right now to the ear and to the neck. Also, I do not cover anything that is not skin right now, so I'm avoiding the parts where will be head and hair and clothes, and also the mouth, because, well, we don't want to make like a cariotis on the face of the child. Every time when we drop paint, make sure to rapidly wash the edges to make sure that you don't have rough lines left. You can use the semi-wet brush for this, so the water will not spread everywhere and not ruin the painting. As you can see, I'm using really tiny brush, so it doesn't have to be exactly what I'm doing, but just make sure that you have small brush, like 1 or 2 size, so you can work on details and you won't drop too much water or too much paint on your painting. I'm waiting for, every time I wait for the paint get drier a bit, and then I add the next layer. So as you can see now, I'm adding again a little bit of a darker tone and working on emotions. So painting the cheeks. Drop carmine red on cheeks to outline facial expressions. So as you can see, it really takes time and patience. So don't rush, take your time, and just, enjoy the process. So as you can see, I didn't speed up this video. So if you want, you can follow along if you have the time. But also, if you move faster, well, jump to the next lecture where I cover the part of detailing and applying the second layer. And a few more words about layering. So remember that every time when you apply the layer, the previous one will still be visible. So just keep that in mind.